warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Sadewa Gifari. Di sini saya akan mengerjakan praktikum ethical hacker 342, yaitu source for further investigation of vulnerabilities. So the objective is for part 1 is investigate common vulnerability and exposure, explore common weakness, enumeration, investigation, and investigate National Institute of Standard of Teknologi atau NIST, and vulnerability resource. And last is research vulnerabilities in the common vulnerability scoring system atau bisa CVSS. That's a background and scenario. Required research is computer with internet connection. So explore the CVE, launch the CVE website, and navigate to the CVE.org. Read the overview of the CVE program. Select about an overview. Here there is an overview of CVE, and view the CVE program overview video. Review the available podcast for more detailed information.
Hello and welcome to the CVE Lightning Talk. This presentation will provide an overview of the CVE program is to identify, define, and catalog publicly disclosed cybersecurity vulnerabilities. CVE is an international community-based effort and relies on the community to discover vulnerabilities. The vulnerabilities are discovered, then assigned a CVE ID, and published to the CVE list. CVE enables two or more people or tools to
So, as we can see here, the CVE program there's a three mission. The CVE program is mission to identify, define, and catalog publicly disclosed cybersecurity vulnerability. And CVE is an international community-based effort and release on the community to discover vulnerabilities. The vulnerabilities are discovered, then assigned to a CVE ID and published to the CVE list. And CVE enable two or more people or tools to refer to a vulnerability and know they are talking about the same thing, and resulting in insignificant time and cost savings. So, like this, the CVE program mission is to identify, define, and catalog publicly disclose cybersecurity vulnerabilities. Yeah. So, assign CVE IDs, assign community-based effort, international. Oh, CNS.
refer to a vulnerability and know they are taught. The CVE
Oh, ini CVE numbering authorities ada organization that volunteer to assign CVE IDs vulnerability to and publish the CVE record within their own specific scopes of coverage. Main goals.
Hello and welcome to We Speak CVE,
Maybe
a free
this
podcast
program
from
might
the
have
CVE
decided.
Anytime single
As far
program.
when
as a CVE record is the descriptive data.
Maybe this the CVE record. I don't know. This is a goal or just a record. But a CVE record is the best descriptive data about the vulnerability associated with the CVE ID provided by CVE numbering authorities, and this data is provided human and machine readable formats. But we will see this to scale this program for broader adoption and coverage and to produce more CVE records faster. So who operates CVE? CNA or CS Mitre cooperation with funding from the U.S. Department of Homeland Security (DHS) and the Cyber Security Infrastructure Security Agency CSSA Vulnerability Management Component. So the step 2 is use the CVE program to gather information about vulnerabilities. In early lab, scan a target system vulnerability. The list of vulnerability found return the following 6 CVEs. So the CVE, enter the CVE, search window here, and we will see the required the CVE required CVE record information. CNA Metric Corporation. The description is SSID in OpenSSH through 8.x for 80.8. When certain non-default the configuration are used, allows privilege escalation because supplemental groups are not initialized as expected. Helper programs for authorized keys command and authorized principal command may run with privilege associated with group membership of the SSID process if the configuration specifies running the command as a different user. So the product status is here: affected, unaffected. There's a complete version of the there's a reference to. So what version of OpenSSH are subject to vulnerability? OpenSSH maybe this. And when was this GVLS update? 2023. Ya, ini kita lebih update lagi. Karena di sini Februari tanggal 14, di sini kita Desember tanggal 26. Lalu selanjutnya adalah at the bottom of the page click the CVE 2021 41 ya. Additional information about the CVE. I think bottom of page additional information. Bottom of page there's no maybe the ini itu ada di sini product status. And the question is what is the CVSS3 .x severity score for this CVE? There is no information about the CCFC, CCVC, SSPC. Okay, we will see the answer. Let me see here. There's no information about SSVC. There's an example at 5.0 or here affected from unaffected from, and next is repeat the step A and B to repeat the information about other 5 CVS. Man-in-the-middle attack and the main solution, which this space involves man-in-the-middle attacks. Man-in-the-middle, let me see. What does it say? It, next. Ini analysis SAP server or man-in-the-middle attack. So the answer is this. Oh, no. Here. But here. And on the CVE side, CVE ORG, enter CVE and the search the box, click find, scroll down to the bottom. Bottom to view additional information about the NVT and the page, scroll down to the weakness enumeration. Oh, you can see that here. SSBC, learn more. No, it's medium. Matic 9 baterai travel CWE ID CWE 22. And the record this tutorial AOS in the part 2. Repeat the step to the obtain CWE ID. CWE ID is with age of the it is the list of the CWE that other CVE. There is a CVE 203, 190, 160, 838. Record these CVE IDs for use in the part 2. So the part 2 is explore the common weakness, enumeration, launch the CVE website and navigate to the CVE metric. About an overview, what is the goal of CVE? The goal. There is no goal about this, but common weakness enumeration is a community developed list of common software and hardware weakness weakness is a condition in the software, firmware, hardware, or service component that, under certain circumstances, could contribute to the introduction of vulnerabilities. The CVE list and associated classification taxonomy identify and describe weakness in terms of CVEs. So we can see the home, maybe basics. No, top. There's no obstacle. Maybe we can stop vulnerabilities at the source. Educating software and hardware architect, designer, programmers, and acquirers on how to eliminate common mistake before product are delivered. What is the difference about the CVE and CVE? The CVE is to identify, but the CVE is maybe to eliminate. This is can be bisa disatukan karena di CVE ini itu butuh itu mengidentifikasi, dan di CVE ini untuk mengeliminasi. You see, may vary but identify the specific, while CVE is classify describe weakness that may lead to the so the CVE is identify specific, while the CVE is classify and describe type of weakness. So CVE is identify and CVE is classify. IDs you record from the part 1 and step 2, enter 2 in the ID lookup box and top of like the CVE page. Improper elimination of repeat name in the restricted directory path traversal. The weakness ID is 22. What is the title of this is improper limitation directory path traversal. Scroll to the available information about the CVE, repeat the step C, look up the remaining CVE's ID that record. As that you record in the part 1, step 2 G. Information can be found here is potential mitigation, common consequence, alternatives, extended description, relationship, and modes of introduction, application platform, likelihood of exploit, demonstrative examples, and many. So next is part investigate National Institute of Standard and Technology (NYST) vulnerabilities resource, explore NIST, about NIST, about us, about NIST, about us. So as we can see here, the National Institute of Standard Technology was founded in 1901 and is now part of the U.S. Department of Commerce. The U.S. is one of the nation's oldest physical science laboratories. Congress established the agency to remove major challenge to us U.S. Industrial competitiveness at the time. So, what is a mission of NIST? To promote the U.S. innovation industrial competitive by advancing measurement quality of life. They explore the National Vulnerability Database (NVD), return to the NIST homepage and select topics, information technology in the menu, select National Vulnerability Database in the feature content, and click General to view the review general information about the NVD. So return to the NIST homepage and select topics information, topics information technology. There and click general to view general where between the NVD and CVS. Where's the general? Maybe it's been updated since last time. There is no information about there's not general in here, and maybe we can see the thing is here. Yeah, but we can see the answer here, so we can get information at least. The NVDA perform analysis on CVEs that are published in the CVE dictionary. NVDA staff analyze CVEs and provide additional details. So expand the menu about under general and click the NVDA dashboard. Where? Where is the NVDA dashboard? Uh, how many CVEs vulnerabilities are contained in the NVD? 20. There's no information. Rating is wow. There's many, but there is no information about uh, vulnerabilities. But on the general, on the home, they said there is last 26 scored vulnerabilities. Maybe right now is it has been hidden. But what is the most recent score? What is the CVS rating? it's here. Wow. So the vulnerabilities is the 2025. But here is 2025 is most highest on here is maybe 2025, but the code will be different. And very gives go click vulnerability matrix and on left page. And what the method is used to correct measure vector string different. So let me read it. And CVSS is not a measure of risk. CVSS v 2.0 and CVSS v3 is consists of the three metric groups: base, temporal, and environmental. And CVSS 4 is a bit different and consists of base, trade, environmental, and supplemental metric groups. The metric result in a numerical score ranging from 0 from top 10. A CVSS assessment is also represented as a vector string as a compressed textual representation of the value is the derive the score. Thus, CVSS is well suited as a standard measurement system for industries, organizations, and government that need accurate and consistent vulnerability severity scores. The common use the CVSS are calculating the severity of vulnerabilities discovered on one system and as a factor prioritization of vulnerability remediation activities. The National Vulnerability Database (NVD) provides CVSS enrichment for all published CVSS records. So the common vulnerability scoring system (CVSS) like this, CVSS assessment is also represented as a vector string. Contextual representation of the values is the derive score. How many severity ratings does the CVSS do? Ratings 3. Oh, 5. Oh, oh yeah. Here, low, medium, high, and critical. So the part 4 is research vulnerabilities in the common vulnerability scoring system. First orge. Review the information about the CVSS. Investigate CVSS rating by clicking the specification document in the left menu. There is information about the CVSS document and resource. There is a complete version. That's V1, V2, V3, V3.0, and V4. is the latest, and what are three metric that compose CVSS rating. By three, treat environmental and supplemental maybe. Oh, how many metrics compose to the base metric group CVSS, and what are the how many metrics compose to the base metric groups of CVSS? Oh, what are they? Attack factor, attack complexity, previous required, user interaction, confidentiality impact, integrity impact, and availability impact and scope. Um, we can see that on, I don't know where, but there's information about that, about the metric composed base metric group, maybe on top base metric group. But next is click examples in the left menu. Click on the link for CVSS version 30.1, 3.1 example. Go down the page and review the example of CVEs and how their CVS 31 base scores were calculated. Observe values given each metric. There's 73, 7.3 base base. That ini the metric is attack vector, attack complexity, requirement, required, user interaction, system confidently, system integrity, system availability, system confidently, system integrity too, both subsequent and subsequent system availability. Uh, Research the CVSS rating, the CVS record part 1, CVS or RG. So as we can see here, CVA to view the additional information about the NVD, the South National Vulnerability Database, but there is no information or information about the CVE, and we can see that, but we will see the answer from this about the base score is calculated by the CVSS calculator is, of course, is 7 because it's height. You can see here, yeah, before 6, but it is if it is 7, and then the base score is calculated. Base score is calculated by CVS calculator. This is a base score. Repeat step 1 until 6 for 5 record CVS from part 1 and step 2. Maybe we can stop here, and thank you for listening. Saya tutup. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.